They're 4 metrics that we're going to measure, which are going to give us a health check on our project. Project manager should be able to go to this and look at it. This is the thinking behind the way that I built this, is 1% of a 24-hour day is 14.4 minutes. So if we eliminate all of the waste, you'll need to come back to this screen back here. We eliminate all of the waste, the 90% of waste that is in his day or is in the process of trying to mitigate the 12 causes of project failure and drive the 9 rules of project flow. We get rid of a lot of that. He should be able to, in 14.4 minutes a day, he can go to, back to here, look at his Trello board, look at his TAC plan, review the metrics for full kit, engagement, handoffs and constraints, and have an exceptional idea exactly where his project fits and where it's tracking on those things within 15 minutes, 1% of the day, of a 24-hour day. 14.4 minutes, he should be across everything. All right, Wednesday is drop a bold take day. So here it is, it's not the crew. Here in construction all the time, we don't have the skills that we used to have years ago. And that's right, we haven't trained them, okay? But we also don't have the processes in place for people to be able to excel. The RAF takes someone from basically any sort of a background and in 3 years, train them to be a fighter pilot. If they could do that within 3 years, all the skills that we need in the construction industry, we can compress and get people up to speed far more quickly if we have good process. I learned this years ago out of a book called Gung Ho, G-U-N-G-H-O, by a guy called Ken Blanchard, who is fairly famous in the leadership development space, business in particular. First time I've used it, I walked into a job on Gladstone. I was the last supervisor on site. So I basically got given everyone who no one else wanted. I watched this one lad, I'm going to let him go. I watched him work for a day and I went, he's coming with me. He's not going anywhere. It was hard work to start with. We're still good mates to this day, actually. Nobody wanted the rest of the crew. They were all happy to give them away. I've read Gung Ho and I'm going, it's now or never been. You have to use this. So I did. I gave them autonomy. I let them control their destiny and let them have, it got confirmed years later in a book that I just read by Dan Pink called Drive, which is surprising truth about what motivates us. And that's autonomy, purpose, autonomy, and a drive towards mastery. Inadvertently through Gung Ho, I created that for them. They did, I didn't just do it. The leading hand that I kept, who was the exceptional worker, still to this day, I haven't seen anyone who works harder than this lad. Everyone had a lot of respect for him. The team formed around him, and I went, all right. Process. Stop talking about this garbage about A players, B players, C players. It comes back to, we should be talking about, do we have team players who are willing to help each other out? Do we have A processes, B processes, or C processes? Let's sort that out before we start blaming the people and saying that it is a people problem when we haven't even addressed the real problem. Anyway, I'm going to give you, I have never been big on meetings until I learnt the way that the RAAF brief, plan, brief, there was called an XGAP and debrief. Debrief, of course, is ORCA, because we do not, is another bold take. Any meeting that you're currently running, this should have been today's bold take, you can compress by half, easily. Most meetings, in fact, most meetings shouldn't take more than 15 minutes.
There's a few simple rules if you want to reduce that meeting culture where we're just constantly collaborating. Meeting is normally associated with anxiety and fear, in that a leader needs to control. The more meetings they have, the more they feel in control. What really happens, though, is you create more distraction and you pull away the execution time. If you're in 6 meetings a day and there's 6 hours, it gives you 2 hours of execution. When we talk about a meeting culture, the first thing I advise a leader to do is every meeting that you have, halve the amount of time. If it's an hour meeting, make it 30. If it's 30 minutes, make it 15.
Do that tomorrow. Halve all your meeting times. Don't mess about with it. Don't think about it. Don't think, oh, it's maybe a good idea. You might try it. Just do it. Seriously.
The meetings that are about getting stuff done, they can be reduced very quickly by having people prepare before they get there. If you delivered your target, you wouldn't be meeting about it. You'd be at the bar celebrating. When we talk about an XCAP, what we say is every meeting, everyone should have their daily mission objective. Like just call it your achieve list. This is what I'm going to achieve today and what they need to achieve by Friday. We've got 45 minutes. We've got 20 minutes to focus. We've got 25 minutes to execute before the next mission, and stuff actually gets done in between the meetings. So meeting culture is deeply human in that we need to meet to feel as though I'm in control, but you're not. You need to meet to unpack the journey relative to that destination. There's a few simple
Write
rules
that
if you
down.
want.
You need to meet to unpack the journey towards the next destination. That might sound a little bit touchy-feely, but it's not. These meetings are about driving action. Every single one of them. Right, let's get at the business. ORCA. We said we weren't, oh mate, ORCA's going to be extremely happy today because I'm doing ready to go, Claude. Didn't think we'd get it done today, and it's only a short, sharp one, but the key to this is we turned up. We're keeping the streak alive. Home or travel day today? Travel day. You probably hear kids are out cooking in the kitchen, so the near plates banging and carrying on. Don't worry about that. Travel kit check. We did that yesterday. We need to do you need to drop a lessons learned at the end of this one because you're asking that question in the wrong spot. So you should be asking me that question, is tomorrow a home or travel day? So that I could prep the night before. Drop that in the lessons learned and I'll get the prompt updated at the end of this ORCA. Internet, I don't know what's going on a minute. It is woeful. Good catch. The check should happen the night before, not on the day. That's the whole point. I asked it too late. Noted for lessons learned. Let's run the debrief. Welcome back to another ORCA Live, April 22, 2026, 14.4 minutes, 1% of your day, audience live brief, real work, real results. Let's go. Step one is the objective. We're locking in exactly what we set out to do today. Benny, what was the objective today? The objective today was to get the LinkedIn post up, and it was travel day, and then just do the live via my phone on YouTube. Did it happen? Not only did it happen, we went one better. I protected me energy a little bit, got to sleep a bit earlier, and got moving earlier in the morning, got wrapped up earlier in the afternoon, got home, and we're now doing the live on LinkedIn and YouTube via the normal process. That's better than the objective. Full live on both LinkedIn and YouTube, not just a pared back version, and you protected your energy to make it happen. Is there a gap anywhere, or are we debriefing a win? Let's debrief a win for that. Eh. Fat fingers. What made the travel day work this time when it's far before? Protecting my energy. I won the day the night before when I got to sleep an hour earlier. You like that? Good. Why'd you get sleep an hour earlier? Just wanted to test it, see if it worked. A lot of times when I go to sleep earlier, I only wake up earlier, but it didn't happen this time. And that meant that I had the energy left at the end of the day to still be able to do the live. Cause. That's the root cause of the win. Protected energy the night before. Earlier sleep meant capacity left at the end of the travel day to still execute live. This is in organisation, specifically resources. You treated your energy as a resource and managed it deliberately. One action to lock that in as a standard for every travel day. Need to be in bed by 8:30 when I go travel day. Standard. What's the objective for tomorrow? What have I got on tomorrow? The objective tomorrow is to get a longer session in. This one's pretty short, sharp. I want to do a better prep and run a better live tomorrow. I need to lift the stand up. Standard slipped a little bit. Objective for tomorrow, better prep, longer session, lift the standard to back up. Now, lessons learned from today. Here's what needs to go into the prompt. Add to the prompt. Do not change anything else. Travel kit check question. Mic, camera, lights, hotspot, all in the bag. Must be the night before, not on the travel day. When Benny mentions travel is tomorrow, run that check immediately. Do not wait until the morning. 23 days, 23 travel day executed, full live on LinkedIn and YouTube, energy managed like a resource. That's the standard lifting. See you tomorrow. All right, take it, use it. Made a great week. I'm only at just a tick under 15 minutes, but I'm going to count as a 15-minute because of the complexity. Today, the extra workload, I'm going to count it as give myself a tick for the day. One and only time. Speak soon.
They told me you can't do that here, Beanie. It might sound good in one of your books, but this is a construction site. You can't build a learning environment here. But I didn't start with a touchy-feely feel-good program or some poster. It started with a shelf. One shelf, a few books, a marble, a cricket ball, and a football. That's how you build a learning environment. Not with noise, but with signals. Signals that say, we improve here and we think here. We actually give a about getting better together. Human beings don't just need motivation. They need a purpose, autonomy, and a shot at mastery. When you build that into your environment, your team will grow and they will improve. And what happens next is they start to own the change with you. You want to build your culture? Start with a shelf.